Hey, so in this video we will be rendering out our WT forms in HTML file. So in last video we have created a to-do form class, and in this we will be rendering out that form in HTML file. So for that, let's first open up this documentation of WT forms, since I need some place to copy from. So I'll open up this documentation, and here are the docs. I'll go to quick start and I'll open up my app.py file. So here it is, and since I have already created an instance of our class, let's just pass it to HTML file. You can pass it like normally we were passing to do's. So I'll do form equals form, and in our HTML file I'll open up add.html. Here I can access that form. So by doing form dot let's just put hidden tag first. So this hidden tag is responsible for rendering that CSRF token that I talked about in last video. So this will render out CSRF token in our HTML page, and to render a field in our application, we just need to we can do it like so. So form dot name, in place of name we will write the name of our field, which is let me show you, which is this to do. So yeah, let's just do this. I'll open up a new, I'll do form dot to do, and this is the field. So now since there are some class over here, I need to pass the same class in this field as well. So I can do that by just copy pasting it. So if I do it like this should work fine. Now if I write and run this Flask app, so yeah, it gives me no error. So let's see if it's working or not. And I'll add a to do. Yeah, so the they both fields are rendering because I haven't removed that HTML field, input field. So I'll remove it right now. And yeah, this is how you render a form in HTML, WT form in HTML. I'll just need to remove this. So if I show you that a required argument will be passed over here. So this is rendered from our HTML, our WT forms, while this is the one that we typed. So as you can see, there are some predefined attributes ID and text equals type equals text, because we passed a string over there. So yeah, now if I save this and if I refresh this page, I guess I should see only one field. Oh, uh, I closed the server. Let me restart it again. So I only see the one field, and this is from flask-wtform. So now let's validate our form when we submit it. So for that we will be using this function form.validate on submit, and I can just copy and open up my app.py file. In there, where the place where I put the post request, if condition for a post request. So I'll remove that and I'll paste it. this condition will be only fulfilled when there's a post request, and when that CSRF token is validated. So if I now I don't need this request method from Flask, so let me remove it. And okay, so now to get data from to do this this attribute of our to do form, this one, so we can get it normally, like let me show you how we can get it. So I'll do form dot to do dot data. So yeah, this is how we can get data of our input field when we submit our form. So whatever we will write over here will be submitted to this will be stored in this data attribute of our to do, that will be added by flask-wtform itself. So I can show you guys by printing it. But before making the class, I'll print it. So I'll do form dot to do dot data, and if I save and run it, I'll do flask run. And now if I submit a form, I'll type in output screen, output screen. So if I click on add, this is our data that we submitted. So yeah, and we can see that it's also storing in our database as well. So everything's working perfectly fine, and I guess that's the end of our series as well. I'll open up my app.py file to show you guys. Oh, this isn't. I'll open up my Vim, and here I'll open up my app.py file to show you guys that this to-do application took 61 lines of code. So in next series, what I'll do is I'll divide all these codes in multiple files, and we'll be creating another application, not just to do. So yeah, and we will be using another method, that is multiple files method. Rather than putting all of the code in one file, we'll be using multiple files method. So that's all for this video.